What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. This is the Keep It 1000 show on YouTube. Doggie Diamonds TV is the YouTube channel. You should be subscribed. That's why you are here. That's why you're listening. And before I get into this show, quick show. Let's run this intro. So what's up, everybody? This is Doggie Diamonds, Doggie Diamonds TV, YouTube, the Keep It 1000 show. Um, yeah, Dr. Yaya will be dope too. But the 50 Cent, issues with his son, it's been publicized. It's been all over. Um, a lot of people are, giving their comments and giving their opinions on it. And everybody, when it's public, everybody has the right to speak on it. Everybody has the right to say how they feel about it based off of what they see. Now, it was kind of tumultuous for some time now. When did it go wrong? I don't know. What made it go wrong? I don't know. We rarely hear from 50 Cent's, son, which is a young man right now. I believe he's 19 years old. He's still a young man, still a little dude. Um, 50, damn sure probably made sure that he had a life that 50 didn't have. I'm no 50 paid his child support. Early in 50 Cent career, you seen the young man with him a lot. And when you look now where we at in 2018, about to go in 2019, 50 Cent's son posing in a picture with 50 Cent enemy son, is crazy. It's really, really crazy, and it's just really dangerous. Now, I don't know to the extent of what the problems is with Supreme and 50 Cent, because I don't know them and I don't know what it's really all about. But obviously they have issues, they have problems that have been public. Has been I'm obviously they have problems that's private, but we know what we know publicly. But I don't know the extent. But we just have a bunch of allegations and stuff like that, and I don't want to get into any of that, because that's too street. But him posing in a picture with his son, with 50 Cent's son, posing in a picture with Supreme's son, some people could take it as, these two young guys are not following their father's footsteps. They grown men, they want to bury the hatchet and all that. All that sound cool. All that sound great. But when allegedly people were hurt, when people, have been, went to jail and all those things, nah, you can't do that, little homie. Like I don't know who's in his ear. I don't know who's advising him, but you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. It's dangerous to do that, because if this this man's father and your father are so-called mortal enemies, you'd never know. You being you being used. And it's like, do you dislike your father that much that you would pose in a picture with somebody who allegedly, you know, uh, we all know what was alleged. You don't need it. It don't need to come out of my mouth. But you know what was alleged. That's crazy. Now, before we really get on the young man and throw him under the bus and say what's wrong with the situation, 50 definitely he played games with Rick Ross' son. He played with Rick Ross' son and Rick Ross' baby mother. So you can't do certain things like that, playing with people's children and their children's mother over rap beef, and then it happens to you, and then everybody's like, "Oh, that's foul," well, you did it first. You can't. One thing you never do is you don't play with people's children. You don't call nobody's children ugly. You just don't do that. And this is where it gets really, really, it to me is really, really dangerous. And for me, I think in a perfect world, besides us all, speaking on it in a negative aspect, yo, who gonna step in and say, okay, this went too far. This is where the line is drawn. And then I know 50 has been, referring to him as Shaniqua's son, and you know, really, really taunting him with a child that's not his, and just doing a lot that I know probably got the young man hurting. And I don't know how much I don't know how much his mother has to do with it, but I think even his mother right now should say, okay, you need to fix this with your father. Like she should really say, you know what? Let me step out of this. I don't, because I'm pretty sure that the tumultuous relationship that 50 Cent probably has with his baby mother, Shorty probably feel like he has to defend his mother because, who's not going to defend their mother? You know what I'm saying? Mothers always come first. That's your first teacher. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, like when I saw this picture, I was like, damn, this is foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is foul. And at the end of it all, I'm using the chick name Iyanla because we seen what she did with DMX. Like, we all was able to see, and I felt like even in the situation with DMX, even though DMX wilded out, uh, I felt like his DMX son had a chance to say what was bothering him, even though he was a little apprehensive. He seemed a little scared of DMX. So he didn't really get to talk, but we got to see what was bothering him a little bit. Now, when you really think about it, Shorty probably scared of 50. Like, 50 ain't no, as far as his stature, standing before you, he's not a small dude as far as height, weight, and he's intimidating. So Shorty just might be scared. And then that's your father. Who almost all young men grew up scared of their father. Now imagine growing up and your father was a street guy and your father has a reputation that he has, and you're gonna be afraid of him. But I think the way that they doing each other with the pettiness is dangerous, and it's just bad on all parts. When you say, I wouldn't feel bad if one of these little dudes get hit by a bus. It's like, damn, like when you wish death on your own children, you know, and I feel like 50 Cent is just really, really hurt, honestly. And I just think from him being the way he is, you know, how do you express that? You would just express shit with anger. You know what I'm saying? You just express shit with anger, and it's like, you know, somebody need to intervene, honestly. And somebody really need to intervene. Professional need to intervene because you know, at the end of it all, it's just it's messed up. That's your that's your that's your firstborn. You know what I'm saying? That's your firstborn. Hold up. Let me get somebody the fuck out of here really quick. Yeah, that's where we go. You get the fuck out of here. But that's your firstborn. And it's something that's deep rooted, and it's you said the sound choppy tonight. I don't know. I think I sound fine. But anyway, if y'all can hear me good, um, it's something that's deep rooted, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think I really think that it's sad. It's really sad, and I didn't even really want to add no fuel to the fire. I didn't want to come on here and I wouldn't disrespect any of them, but it's sad because many of us black males from the inner city, and 50 Cent's son didn't really have to. He didn't grow up like how 50 grew up, or probably how any of us grew up. So he probably grew up pretty fortunate, and it's just sad how us as black men, we all, unfortunately, now I don't want to say all because that wouldn't be true, but many of us grew up with tumultuous relationships with our fathers due to drugs, due to the streets, due to the system, due to jail, due to the environment. There's so many things that made our relationships with our fathers messed up. And then when we see it publicly, it's like everybody just sitting around and they think it's funny, and then we judging 50 for his reactions, then we judging the young man for his reactions to things. But at the end of the day, they both at fault here. They both at fault, and again, the mother needs to step out of it. And he 19 now. He 19. Yo, they definitely, he's 19. 50 taunted them with the child support thing. Yo, y'all gonna have to get, you're gonna have to get a job. It was just so much that was just, something just went wrong. Something just went wrong. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad because we all need a father and all need our father. And many of us wasn't fortunate enough to grow up with a father because of drugs. Now imagine your father is one of the most famous people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Your father's one of the most famous people in the world. You have siblings that you probably never even met, that you probably never even seen. When they all look like 50, they all look like him. So forget the rapper, forget the power, forget the fame, forget the money, forget all of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit mean nothing when you don't have a good relationship with your children and your parents. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really think about that shit, like everybody, you imagine your father go out and he goes out, he gives toys to a bunch of children, and he's out and about, and all the children love your father, and that's your father. You have his name. You have his name, like you have his last name and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just sad, and like I said, I'm using um um I'm using Iyanla. Well, I don't even know how to pronounce the woman's name, but I'm really using her because she has a show called Fix Your Life, and it might just be somebody that could just come. And I think, what's funny? I had a friend of mine. I don't want to put his business out there, but he spoke to me and he said, and if he hears this, he knows I'm talking about him. But he said to me, he said, "Yo, I wasn't in my son's life, right?" He said, "I wasn't in my son's life. My son is 13 now, and I was in jail." And I wasn't around because I was hustling. I was getting money, but I always made sure that he was straight. And no matter how much I talked to him and all that, it just, our relationship, something is missing. And my advice to him was, you talk to him, but do you let him talk to you? Sometimes all you gotta do is listen. That's why you got two ears and one mouth. Sometimes all you gotta do is listen. Just sit back Just sit back and let people vent. Let them get what's off their chest. Let them say how they feel. And don't always be combative. Sometimes you just gotta listen. And then in them venting and saying how they feel, you can get to the end of it, and you can get to the root of the problem. You know what I'm saying? You could get to the root of the problem. And I just think, that's the big deal. You know what I'm saying? I that's the big deal. I really think, you know, I don't think Shorty, obviously he didn't grow up in the streets. He's not from the streets. So he doesn't understand the magnitude of what he's doing on a street level, on a level that some of us know about, on a level that we like, yo, you wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he doesn't, they don't under, you know, they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like they really don't understand. I really just think that, you know, I just really think that somebody, don't is not giving him the right sound advice. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this story have a happy ending. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this story will have a happy ending. Hopefully one day, we all can we all can see, you know, we all can see a happy ending, and cuz like I said, every young man needs his father. You know what I'm saying? Every young man needs his father. And I just think he's trying to out petty his father and get under his father's skin, but it's just dangerous. Now it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Now I think it's dangerous, and you know, I it's foul. You know what I'm saying? It's foul. So I wasn't gonna stay on here all night. Um, but yo, I think for the people, don't add fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Don't go on that, because hurt people hurt people. We always got to remember that. When people are hurting, they go to the lowest, the worst extent they could to hurt people. So in this, it looks like everybody is hurting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is hurting. You said, why does it have to be dangerous? Well, it's dangerous when you sitting there, you is it's dangerous when you're taking pictures with somebody who's considered to be somebody's enemy, and it already went to a point allegedly where it was deadly. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we remember it was a point in time where people were getting, kidnapped and shit. Like, shit is real. Shit is real, and we got this Instagram shit, and we got all of these, all this shit going on for social media, but it is an underworld out there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. You have to really be careful. And if anybody is live streaming me right now as I'm live streaming my damn self, I don't give anybody permission to live stream me. If it's on the website, cool. But if somebody is live streaming me on the YouTube right now as we're speaking, what the hell is that? I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna look into it. This is Doggie Diamonds. Shit. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and click the bell. Make sure you also like this video, share this video. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, share this video. If you want to send a donation, all the links are in the description box. If you want to buy merch, all of that is in the description box. I got hats, snapbacks, scullies, hoodies, t-shirts, anything. Salute to all y'all who always come here. Salute to everybody who supports me. Salute to all the donators. Definitely appreciate y'all. I always say I got a lot of big surprises, but I just want y'all to know I'm really, really working behind the scenes. do some big things, and I know y'all gonna be proud of when y'all see the progress and what I got going on. So that's what it is. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Again, hopefully this issue gets resolved privately, if not publicly. But this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, and you know, again, I think it's dangerous for the people because the people have to be. We have to be very, very careful when you're dealing with parent son, parent daughter relationship. You can't just you can't just diss somebody's child. Even no matter what they say about their child, I'm not gonna say nothing about nobody's child in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? They just, I just wish they had somebody in their ear that could tell them, nah, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But again, 50 Cent did play with Ross' son in a way that was like, wow. People thought that shit was funny. I like I said, for me, I just don't think playing with people's children is funny. Even with Khaled and them allegedly called 50 Cent this son right here in particular a monkey. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit just it this is when this is when it's not internet no more. This is when it's not entertainment anymore. It gets very dangerous and very physical. So with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm out of here. Peace. You are now watching Doggie Diamonds TV. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, you want to hit the bell so you can get all notifications of when I'm going live or when I upload new content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment on this channel. Peace.